Yeah, first we got to give a shout out to the South Eugene High School Axemen, or Axe, or whatever they're called now.
Big win yesterday.
Big win, yeah. I got Sheldon last night. It was a good game. So there you go Axe. Man.
Kind of an elephant in the room is Monday. You got a big game Monday. What do you do to make sure? Do you think it's a concern at all making sure your team's locked in for USC?
I think we're going to be okay. I think our kids understand that we actually had a heck of a tough game against USC the first time, and they've been able to, I think, compartmentalize and look at one game at a time. 2 weeks ago when we had this big Stanford weekend, we came out and played a great game on Friday night against Cal. So I don't think that'll be a problem.
Yeah, I remember going into that USC game, you mentioned to us that USC actually matches up really well with you guys. I assume that's still the case?
I think USC's playing great. I mean, they swept the Arizona weekend last weekend and just beat the heck out of Arizona State. And then the week before that played UCLA tough twice. And then before that played Stanford right to the wire. Actually, I think had a lead with just a minute or two to go. So USC's playing good. Yeah, they are the kind of team that poses problems for us. You know, they're very athletic, they're quick, they're aggressive, they're tough, and you know, and they force you into some turnovers. And then when they get those turnovers, it's off to the races because they're so athletic. And then they've got a great inside player in Simon. So it's actually been the recipe that's given us trouble.
Was it nice to see Bando back, and what's her prognosis the next few weeks?
Yeah, yeah, it was great having her back. My goodness. Tell me she doesn't make a difference. She goes 3 for 3 in that second quarter and just changes the whole dynamic of our team. And against a team like this, you know, both teams this weekend, you know, they really focus on her. But at the same time, it really spreads the floor for everybody else. So I think just having her out there is a bonus. We were limited to 10 to 12 minutes the other day. I think they're going to up that a little bit. She's still not going to be at full strength. We won't start her, but she'll be part of the team.
And with how comfortable you guys have gotten playing with a bigger lineup, do you almost feel like you can field two different kinds of teams, styles of teams? How much more versatile are you going to be later in the season having endured this?
Oh, I think it's a bonus. You're giving McGuire and some others a different, and teams a different look when we go with the bigger lineup. But and she's getting some experience that's well needed. But I just think we're better when we go with the smaller lineup. We just are. You put more scorers out there. You really space the floor. It allows Ruthy. You know, I say that, and Ruthy goes 25 of 27 from the field last weekend. But it allows her more opportunity to you know, go one-on-one inside. Teams can't double down as easy when we have the 4 shooters outside. So yeah, it does. It makes us a lot more versatile.
Can you expand on that a little bit? Is there a correlation between Bando coming back and Ruthy having a historic week there?
Well, she had a pretty good night, you know, the first night when Bando didn't play. But I think, you know, Ruthy was really engaged this weekend, and the honest truth is neither of the Washington schools had an inside presence that could really slow her down anyway. So it was number one, you know, Ruthy just wanting the ball and being in position to. You know, to score, just catch and score, basically. She didn't really have to make that many moves. I thought, secondly, our team did a really good job of getting her the ball so she could just catch and score. And then thirdly, it was the defense. They just didn't have a lot to, you know, of answers for. But, you know, it'll be a little tougher this weekend because both teams have pretty good and athletic front lines. But at the same time, I think if Ruthy's engaged, she's quite a weapon. But 25 of 27, you guys, seriously. I mean, that's incredible.
Getting down to that stretch run, this team has been building and it's been trending up for several years now. Do you feel like the mentality and sort of the way they're built, they can mentally and sort of emotionally handle that stretch run with these last few games?
Well, I sure hope so, yeah. We didn't finish very strong last year down the stretch, but this is a new team, new season. I think our kids are really excited. They know what's ahead of them. They're smart. And, you know, it's right there for us. You know, 2 weekends left. It's right there for us to go take. And, you know, so this is it's a big weekend. I know our kids are excited to be playing at home against these LA schools. They both played us tough. Those are really 2 good games, you know, down there. But it was so long ago. You know, I look at UCLA, for instance. We were their last loss. You know, they've won 10 in a row. They're playing really well. I would say USC's playing as well as anybody else in the league. So we've got our work cut out for us. This is going to be quite something. But I think our team will be ready. No, I'm not concerned about that.
When Ruthy's feeling that hot, is the team trying to feed her the hot hand, or is that just like the natural play of the game?
Yeah, they're pretty smart. Our team's smart. They know. You know, Sabrina, I thought, really had a good feel for the weekend. You know, she didn't have, you know, by her standards, a great weekend, but she knew where to feed it. You know, feed the big dog, because that was working. And she doesn't have much of an ego, so she doesn't worry about getting her own. And I think our team is smart in that regard. We knew to get it inside. That was the smart play, and they did. All right, you guys, good seeing you again.